I mean, I
Crazy.
feel fine. I just cry myself to sleep every night.
Yeah, that's totally normal.
TikTok is pretty weird, man. We've definitely established that. It's the phenomenon of today, and it's propelled some very young people into the social stratosphere. Take Addison Rae and Kourtney Kardashian here, for example. Best buds. The two not only support each other on social media, but have legitimately become friends as well. This friendship is a testament to how influential the TikTok stars have really become. Even though most of them became famous overnight and are not even of age yet, they're already raking in millions of dollars, and they're adored by millions of fans. So today we're going to take a look behind the curtain, so to speak, and find out how these kids are really living. They're in uncharted territory for sure, so this should be interesting. We'll show you who they're friends with, who invests thousands of dollars in their fancy outfits, and what it's like to still live with your parents as a celebrity. So for all this and more, stay tuned here at Wonderlane. Let's start our video with a TikTok star that has a relatively small following in comparison with his peers on this list. Thomas Petrou, who has about 7.1 million followers. What's interesting about Petrou is that he is one of the founding members of the Hype House. He therefore played a big part in the success of the rest of the TikTokers on this list. The Hype House is not just a house, as it refers to the collective of TikTok celebrities that reside there. And the group is committed to producing content together on a daily basis. This makes the members not only friends, but also colleagues. And as with any workplace, there are rules to the Hype House that everyone has to abide by. They're all required to post at least 3 new videos every day. If they don't, they have to leave the house. Currently, there are 19 TikTok stars working with Petrou in the Hype House, and some of them live in the luxurious mansion full-time. Although the focus is supposed to be on work, there is an extremely casual and friendly atmosphere at the Hype House. The members see themselves as family and have a lot of fun together in their free time. Like any teenagers, they like to hang out, do weird stuff together. They come up with pranks, throw parties, and stuff like that. They spend pretty much all their time with each other, so it's understandable and very much necessary that they stay close. Recently, they were given their own bus, worth $100,000 by YouTube star ZHC, which the Hype House stars now use to travel together and even go on vacations together. The Hype House stars have road trips to the most beautiful places in the world, including the Bahamas and New York City. Let's continue with a TikTok star that I'm sure we're all familiar with by now, Addison Rae. She, like many of her peers, experienced a meteoric rise, and she is now the second most popular TikToker in the world, right behind Charli D'Amelio. She makes up to $90,000 per clip, and Addison Rae has since landed some big-time advertising deals as well. She also launched her own makeup line, and according to Forbes magazine, she earned a total of $5 million last year. The now multi-millionaire from Lafayette, Louisiana, lives in the global metropolis of Los Angeles, and she lives a life that many young people could only dream of living. She lives with her family in a massive house, and Addison drives a customized Jeep as well as a Tesla. She's also friends with many celebrities. As we mentioned before, one of her closest friends is Kourtney Kardashian, with whom she spends a lot of her time with. Addison's success has trickled down into her whole family. Her parents, Monty Lopez, a former manager, and Sherry Easterling, who worked as an engineer until her daughter's success, have quit their jobs to focus solely on their TikTok careers. Together, they have nearly 14 million followers, and they appear frequently in their daughter's clips. Little brothers Lucas and Enzo are also frequently featured in her videos. The whole family supports Addison, and according to the young star, family is everything. Addison is also close friends with the stars of the Hype House, and she spends a lot of time with them. She's particularly good friends with Dixie D'Amelio. Despite all the success, Addison is already planning a future after TikTok. As she explained in an interview, she assumes that all the hype will eventually die down. If that happens, the 19-year-old wants to become an actress. Let's move on to the sister duo of a generation, Charli and Dixie D'Amelio. The two teenage girls blew up virtually overnight, and they have more than 120 followers between the two of them. According to Forbes, the Demilio Sisters are the second and third richest TikTokers in the world and are estimated to have a fortune of almost $8 million. They even reportedly have their own reality show planned, which is also expected to bring them a lot of money. And all this in spite of the fact that they only appeared on the scene a very short while ago. 16-year-old Charli and her older sister Dixie were just normal teenagers from the small town of Norwalk, Connecticut. The sudden fame has really changed up the lives of the two girls, and now nothing is the same. Charlie had to drop out of high school and she's now taking online classes. And Dixie has also put plans for her college career at the University of Alabama on hold. They've also left their hometown to really hit the ground running in LA. The two sisters, who were also members of the Hype House until May of 2020, are now stars outside the TikTok community as well. Dixie recently released her first song, Be Happy, and stars in the online show Attaway General. Charlie has also long since launched a career outside of TikTok, but she continues to focus on dancing and trains daily at her studio. The 16-year-old has been dancing since she was 3 years old and has now had the pleasure of performing on stage with stars like Bebe Rexha and Jennifer Lopez at the Super Bowl. The girls have remained somewhat down to earth. Their mother Heidi, a former model, and their father Mark, a politician, have raised the two fairly conservatively. And Charlie and Dixie do not attach great importance to luxury goods such as cars or jewelry. Instead, they're involved in many social products such as a campaign against cyberbullying or relief work due to the current health situation. Charlie also donated $50,000 to the hospital in their hometown of Norwalk. The sisters also care deeply about their friends, and they're still in close contact with their childhood buddies, and when they're not producing TikTok videos, they just hang out with them. This allows them a little break from stardom and a chance to feel somewhat normal for once. Let's move on to another Hype House star, Lil Huddy, aka Chase Hudson. He's also a founding member of the TikTok collective and lives in the luxurious mansion in Los Angeles full-time. The ex-boyfriend of Charli D'Amelio has over 24 million followers and is one of the most influential male TikTokers ever. He's estimated to have a net worth of $3 million, and unlike his peers, Chase likes to show what he spends his money on. In fact, Chase Hudson attaches a great deal of importance to fancy clothes and takes inspiration from Billie Eilish. Like the musician, Chase also likes exclusive designers and labels such as Balenciaga, Dior, and Bulgari. While other teenagers might depend on their parents' money to go shopping, Chase has been known to spend up to $10,000 at a time. And Chase has something else in common with Billie Eilish as well. The 19-year-old also dreams of a music career and wants to make it big as a singer. His role models are mainly K-pop bands such as Korean boy group BTS, whose concerts he regularly attends. But besides music, Chase Hudson, who grew up with two sisters, has other hobbies. While other boys his age are playing sports or hanging out with friends, the young star prefers to be in the kitchen. You heard that right. Chase Hudson has said himself that he has a talent for cooking and baking and shows it on his YouTube channel. He also likes to paint, and he said in an interview that he's a pretty good masseuse. His opinion of TikTok has changed a lot. He still enjoys producing content, but he has more and more problems dealing with the hate against his person on the internet, which is why, as he says himself, he likes to spend his free time offline. So that's going to do it for our video profiling a handful of the Hype House stars. Being a teenager is already filled with ups and downs, growing pains and strife. It must be pretty crazy to throw superstardom into the mix. So do you think it's all fun and games? Or do you think that this might be a bad thing for these teenagers as it pertains to their growth and development as people? Be sure to let us know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to Wonderlane for new videos like this every other day.